I am convinced, this is one of your major takeaways here, so make sure you get this one. I am convinced that trust and stress are inversely proportional in business relationships. Now, I think the reason the hard sell doesn't work anymore is because today people are not going to sit still for somebody to high pressure them. Why do you think you don't see any door-to-door salespeople anymore? Somebody said, because nobody's home anymore. That could have something to do with it. But the most important reason in my estimation is you don't have enough time in door-to-door selling to build trust before you can ask for the order. And we need to have the time to earn the right to ask for the order, don't we? You see, today we've got to build trust. And if we do a good job of building trust, there'll be a lower stress factor on the part of the prospective buyer. So it's not confrontational. You're kind of shoulder to shoulder with that buyer and you're helping them create a solution to maximize their yield, to solve their problems, etc. So here's the improper way or the undesirable model. If trust is low, interpersonal stress is going to be high. Now, if trust is low and stress is high, they're not ready to buy from us yet. So the net effect is we have a lousy conversion rate of prospects to buyers, and we've got a long sales cycle, implying a long time required to make a sale, if indeed we ever sell them at all. This is not an effective model for professional selling today. What is the desirable model? It's where we do such a great job of relationship orientation, relationship focus. We are really good at building trust. And as trust gets high, stress is low. Now, when trust is high and stress is low, and they really like doing business with you and they trust you, what happens is you've got a terrific conversion rate of prospects to buyers. You're getting orders, average size of orders going up. You're getting repeat business, and all kinds of good things are happening, and your sales cycle is much shorter. That's the reason some of the biggest hitters in professional selling almost make their greatness look easy. It's because their sales cycles are shorter. So when sales cycles are shorter, we get to talk to more people. We can function with greater efficiency. We can put bigger numbers on the board. You know, sometimes trying to be adaptable with people and trying to make sure we're going to be successful in working with people, sometimes it's a challenge. How many of you even have marital stress from time to time? Anybody at all? It happens, doesn't it? You know, it happens. It's marital stress occurs from time to time. I know my wife and I got into it not too long ago. My wife's Italian. She's got a little bit of a fiery temper. Now, fortunately, I don't see it very often, but every now and then it came forth the other day. And we were raising voices with each other. And she finally looked at me and she said, "I'm packing." I said, "Smith & Wesson or Samsonite?" She laughed, and all of a sudden it totally diffused things and everything was better. There is occasionally relationship stress in life. It's a part of it. So if we're going to use that, a logical next step for us to talk about is what have we got to do to be a trusted advisor? You see, if we're going to maximize customer engagement for the process of being able to maximize our profit, ultimately our success, we've got to be trusted. Trusted advisor implies a couple of things that are relatively simple but critically important. Trust means integrity and character, doesn't it? Advisor implies you're an expert at something. So let me show you a little model. I worked on this with a colleague, Greg Barron. Here's what we came up with. Number one is increase your focus and efforts on the value your prospects and customers really care about. Remember the earlier remarks on value. Different people have different value points that are really meaningful and priorities to them. So understand how each of your prospects defines value. Number two, link their agenda, priorities, and needs to your desired outcomes. Create an engaging experience that positively impacts their feelings toward you. Number three, trusted advisor skill. Confidently manage your prospect's anxiety by making the complex simple and the difficult easy for them. And if you'll do that, that's going to help you move everything along. Number four, magnify the credibility of your promises with evidence. People make new and different choices only when they have a fresh perspective. Try to bring something new to the table when you make a sales call. When you stop in to see that grower, think about what can I say to him today that'll have high credibility, high usefulness that I didn't say to him the last couple of times I talked to him. And try to zero in on what you can bring to the table that's going to make them feel good about doing business with you and Greenpoint AG.